Get this, 64% of all adults never develop during their adulthood. That's wild. To help you better understand what I mean by this is let's understand this through the perspective of developmental psychology. What we've learned from developmental psychology is that as people go from infants to adults, they go through a number of different childhood stages. In fact, there's about 5 or more stages that they go through in that span of time. And they do so, which seems almost automatically. And now I don't think it's automatically, but it seems almost automatically that they're developing over this course of time. Well, what we found is that adults also have adult development stages. And what research has found is that 64% of all adults never get beyond the base adult development stage. That's wild. But why is that? Well, I think we can better understand this when we understand why is it that children seemingly develop almost automatically. Here's my belief. So one of the things that I've learned as a person, as somebody who's gone through these childhood development stages, and as a parent who's seen my children go through them, one of the things that I recognize is that children are consistently being put into situations that are new to them. And also situations they don't necessarily want to be a part of, right? As a parent, I kind of drag my kids around to certain things because I have to go to them and they've got no other choice. Well, in a way, that forces them to continually put themselves in new and different situations that they've never been in before. They are forced to have to navigate the uncertainty of their world. They have no other choice. Well, as we get older, we get in greater control of ourselves and our decisions and the positions we put ourselves in. And the reality is that stepping into new and unfamiliar situations is simply uncomfortable. And as we become adults, we have the inclination to stop putting ourselves in situations that feel uncomfortable to us, situations that are new. But that's the very thing that helps us to develop. If we want to develop as adults and become better, become a more positive influence in the lives of others, a more shining light in the world around us, we've got to be willing to put ourselves in situations that are new to us, that are unfamiliar, and that feel at least a little bit uncomfortable. Now, I can't just tell you, go get out of your comfort zone. Well, I guess I can tell you that, but I'm not sure how much that's going to help. In fact, one of the things that I've learned is if we want to develop the capacity as adults to continually develop, we've got to first work on our mindsets. We've got to awaken to the quality of our mindsets. We've got to awaken to the fears that might be holding us trapped with certain mindsets. And it's only when we awaken to our mindsets and some of the self-protective fears connected to some self-protective mindsets that we could do something about it. And that's the key to unlocking a more elevated version of ourselves. We got to first elevate our mindsets. When we elevate our mindsets, we're willing to now step into learning zone situations. And the more and more that we step into learning zone situations, the more and more we become better. So don't be one of the 64%. And work on your mindsets. And if you need any help with this, of course, see my website, ryangottfredson.com. A whole host of resources, including a free personal mindset assessment where you can awaken to the quality of your mindsets. Appreciate you listening, and I hope this helps you unlock the better version of yourself.